Hello everybody, welcome back to learning the acoustic guitar part, and look it up, 33, picking patterns 14. So we'll be going over the major picking patterns and chord progressions of my guitar meditation 34. This will be the video right before this one. Gotta watch out, my music pieces are gonna get longer than now that my camera can record longer. So I don't know, this one's probably about 12-13 minutes long. But a lot of chord jamming in this, a couple simple picking patterns, and then just a lot of different chords. First, the new chords that I've used, the F major 7th. I think that's F major, but just again the shape, another shape on the lower 4 strings. D, G, B, and the high E that you can play it on any fret. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to bar the high 4 strings, the G. Or the D, G, B, and high E, bar those with your index finger and apply additional pressure with your middle finger to make sure you get the good bar sound. And then your third finger, your ring finger, is just a whole step up on the high E. F major 7th. And so what I did in this piece is, again, I don't even know what note it is, but I just put my pinky on the 12th fret, strum down once, strum down again after I pull off the pinky. And then what I'm going to do is start on the bass note, your lowest tone, and then just work back to that bass throughout all of the strings. What I mean is this. Right, down on the D string, up on the G string. Now down on the D string, and then down on the B and G string. Then down on the D string, and then up on all 3 strings. And so that kind of pattern is pretty much what I work through on most of the chords in this one. Again, we use the E major, D major, A minor, D minor, G7, G major 7th, begin positioning. Obviously we have the capo on the 4th fret, so it's moved up 2 whole steps. But I do that for, again, that type of thing with all of the chords throughout the piece. Just whatever note the chord starts on, I guess it doesn't use that one, but for E major, again, the shape of E major moved up 2 steps, so I'm not exactly sure what that is. But then you just work through, again, all 6 strings, and then come back to, again, the 4 picking. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, up. And so that's really the first major picking pattern throughout the piece. I also use a couple of the major chords that I haven't used in quite some time. I use quite a bit in my first initial pieces. Again, just your major scale pattern. And just that shape, the index finger on the 4th fret of the low E, middle finger up a whole step on the 7th fret of the D or the A string, and then another whole step up for the pinky on the 9th fret on the D string. And slide it up a whole step. And then switch. Again, your middle finger stays planted. Your ring finger goes to the 8th fret of the D string. Middle finger has not changed, and pinky goes to the 11th fret of the low E. And just slide that pattern up and back. Now every move that same pattern up down 1 string each or up 1 string each. Do the same thing. And just kind of freestyle different slides with that kind of chord pattern there. Again, we use your standard minor bar chords as well, with the same picking pattern. And then really the only other picking pattern I did within the again, noodling, riffing in the major scale, but just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then work up to that same position from the next string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get no idea what the notes are called on that. But those are really the only picking patterns. Again, a lot of chord jamming. Showed you the new chords. I also used, I think it was either C diminished or one of the diminished shapes. But again, another easy 3-note string on the G, B, and high E string. And just your middle finger on, just pick any fret. Middle finger, I'll just do middle finger on the 9th fret of the B string. Middle finger on the 10th fret of the G string, and ring finger on the 10th fret of the high E. You're just playing the high 3 tones. And it's just a diminished chord. Again, kind of resolves into a minor chord. So I like diminished with minors. Again, going off of the episode I did about chord structures. Again, just a lot of chord jamming in the 4 picking pattern. The one I showed you, the up or the down, up, down, up, down, up, up, is pretty much what I use throughout the piece with just a bunch of different chords. So that's what I have for this one. Hope you learned something. Hope it gave you some new ideas. Hope you enjoyed the F major 7th and learning some diminished chords. So that's what I have for you today on learning the acoustic guitar, part 34-ish. 33, picking patterns 14 on my guitar meditation 34. Thanks for watching.